Tonight, Reggae Hour listeners and fans, we've got something special for you. Join us as we sit down with a man whose music is opening eyes and breaking chains. Introducing Redeemm, the reggae artist from Spanish Town, Jamaica, whose journey has been nothing short of remarkable. From his days performing in DJ competitions to balancing life as an EMT and a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Redeemm has always been driven by one thing: music with a message. And in 2023, he dropped an album that's shaking up the reggae world, A Key for Caged Minds. With a mission to free the mind and uplift the spirit, Redeemm's new album is more than just music. It's a call for mental and spiritual liberation. His work has been praised for its deep message, tackling everything from social injustices to global conflicts. And tonight, you'll get to hear all about it. So Reggae Hour fans, grab your headphones, turn up the volume, and get ready for an unforgettable conversation. Don't miss Redeemm, live tonight on BOSS Radio.
Brimstone and fire. No call on judgment on the youth, the innocent, you know fi blame. How can you blame the youth them when you give them your name? And the youth them are afraid because you cheat them at your game. Jaja is the kings of kings and his lordship shall remain. Jaja is so merciful for every house of him for rain. Whether me traveling by me donkey and you're flying in your plane, whether you're eating in your white house and me have a piece of cane, could have black, your pink or white, a jab blood flowing through we veins. So what are we fighting for? Is it for earthly things? We are a peculiar people, children of one king. So what are we fighting for? Is it for earthly things? Let's join voices together. Babylon trade. Hey Babylon, sing. How can you say we are free when I need a passport with a visa stamp to travel to your country? How can you say we are free when it takes almost 200 of my dollar to purchase one of your currency? How can you say we are free when we do not have a machine to simply take care of our baby? Am I your enemy? We are not on the battlefield. Then why do you wanna kill me? Was I not created by the hands of Jah Almighty? So what are we fighting for? Is it for earthly things? We are a peculiar people, children of one king. So what are we fighting for? Is it for earthly things? Let's join voices together. Babylon tremble when we sing. Every morning when we rise up down at the river, will I swim. If you do not have no river, find yourself down at the spring. And you hear no one fit all before you hear up Elohim. If you a ballet, check the Baba, you are not the heal the king. Hear me granny Caroline, enough respect away me bring. Just a vessel, Jaja using me to do a little thing. Do not pass your fallen brother, your duty is to help him. Unity me a promoting at the song them when me sing. So what are we fighting for? Is it for earthly things? We are a peculiar people, children of one king. So what are we fighting for? Is it for earthly things? Let's join voices together. Babylon tremble when we sing.
Ready to feel the vibes? It's time to unwind, uplift your spirit, and dive deep into the soul of reggae. Welcome to the Reggae Hour, only on Boss Radio. From the timeless legends of Bob Marley, Peter Tosh and Burning Spear to today's hottest voices in conscious reggae and dancehall, Reggae Hour brings you a full spectrum of the music that's all about love, resistance, and unity. Whether you're a long-time fan or just discovering the roots of this powerful genre, Reggae Hour is where you'll find the deep rhythms, positive energy, and good vibes you crave. It's more than music, it's a movement. Let the rhythm of the island move you, right here on the Reggae Hour. Catch exclusive interviews with reggae artists, learn about the culture and history behind the sound, and jam along to hand-picked tracks that bring the spirit of the island straight to your ears. So, what are you waiting for? Tune in now to the Reggae Hour on Boss Radio, where the beats are infectious, the message is clear, and the vibes, they're always airy. Subscribe on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Amazon, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. Let the rhythm of reggae move you every hour on Reggae Hour. Tune in, turn up, and zone out, because that's just what we do.
What's good, everybody? This your boy, Mr. E Boss of the Southside Bosses here on Reggae Hour, where we got another great interview today. We brought back your boy Redeemm. Y'all know him from way back in the day. We brought him back because he been making moves. So we got to catch up with my boy. So, hey, with all further ado, how you doing today, Redeemm?
Hey, tell you what, I'm up and running, rearing to go as usual. Materials flowing, information out there, ready to read, to meet and greet all those who are in Wonderland and want to get out. So I'm just here with some solid information, some serious eye-opening message. As I told you from day one, is that the name says it all, and it's not just another artist putting some rhymes together. I'm here to open the eyes for people to let them know what time it is.
Yes,
So let's
sir.
go.
Yes, sir. Listening to them new tracks you sent me, your latest EP, man, boy, blown away, blown slap away. So, but before we get into that, we're gonna definitely touch on your new album. So the last time we spoke, that you were transitioning from your work in the Fire Brigade and Jamaica Constabulary Force to focus fully on music. Now, tell me, how's that journey been for you, and how have you evolved since then?
In terms of movements and upward, I would call it information wise in terms of moving forward. Yes, it's been a journey to really step away from the system of government to a place where you can freely use materials that you have garnered in the past to bring to the present so that people can have an understanding of what to look for where the future is concerned. It has been a ride. When I say a ride, I mean a ride. Educational wise, the journey is mind blowing. Financial wise, it is a challenge. But if there is a destination, then you must have a journey. And when you get to that destination, what will you have to impart to your audience or your fan if you did not have a type of journey that will give you that meat to really impart to those who are really looking and listening? Because why would a person leave the Jamaica Fire Service, leave the Constabulary Force, taught overseas, leave being a medical technician to pursue music? Why? There must be a reason. Because throughout my time of working for a system, I realized that you are not really living, but you are existing. And I've seen it too much. And I know that I might not have the platform to preach, but I realize that my gift is to educate, inform, and uplift. And I can do that through music and my writing. So yes, the journey is a roller coaster, but believe you me, I'm strapped in. So let's go.
That's what's up, man. I'm saying though, and with this new music, with your new album, first of all, it's called "A Key for the Caged Minds." I love that, and for one, because yes, that's the new slavery that we are in. It's the mental slavery. And that's it right there, boy. I'm telling you, that right there, that album I listened to last night, it had me up to 3 o'clock in the morning just jamming. And I was looking it up, researching it, checking out the history because it's been out since 2023. So I've been looking at what the people have been saying. It's been generating a lot of buzz and a lot of controversy. Now, what inspired the concept behind the album, and what message are you hoping to send with this release?
All right, persons, it has been generating a mixed audience, yes. But I am appreciative of all of the tone or the feedback. Why? So I can know who is where in their headspace and who needs to get where. Because if this album should be heard by someone and they comes with a negative or a shaky or say a weak feedback, then I realize and know that that person in their headspace have not moved away from the jargons of the system. You understand? Because all that I have penned and put to paper is for a person to pause a moment, take a moment to ingest what I am putting out. I am putting out food for the mind, not food for your tummy, food for the mind. And too long have our people been feeding themselves physically. It's now to feed yourself spiritually. And this album, Key for Caged Minds, will do just that if you would spend the time to listen and re-listen. Not about the beat, not about the style. Pay some attention to the arrangement of the words. Then you will get where you should be, where this album is concerned. Because I kid you not, if I should put out the next album, which I can't as yet because persons do not get this as yet. Many persons are still in the milk stage. This album is just a tip. What I have to come next is way more hard food than this. So if you cannot run with the footman, how can you run with the horseman?
Mm-hmm.
So my people need to go out, get this album, Key for Caged Minds. Key for Caged Mind. I need my people to get it because I have some things to say lyrically where music is concerned, and I also have a message to give verbally. So
Yes.
let's go.
Already.
Wake up. I'm ready.
That's real. And that's the message right there. Get it together. Wake up. It's time to make a move.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. Man, we've been looking for liberation for so long, man. I think some of us even forgot that it exists because we've never felt it before. So we have to have artists such as yourself put out art such as a Key for Caged Minds just to be able to show people, hey, look, don't forget, we used to be free. We're not free right now. Don't forget that. And I love the way that you orchestrated that in the album. Like what personal experiences or even global events influenced the direction of a Key for Caged Minds?
As I said, I have traveled to more than one countries. I have read books and I've seen stuff. I have read our history book. I have read the Black Man's History book. I've read the Black Man's History book, which it is right in our hands in every home, but we don't read it because we were made to believe that it is not our book. It is our book. The Bible is our book.
Yes.
The Bible is the Black Man history book.
Praise Yah.
You can't get no further than that. Compare it with a few other books. Like I have a song coming out shortly. I hope that you people are ready for that song. I have a song named Teaching. The name of that song is Teaching. I hope people would get this album first before I drop Teaching. You ask the question, what drives me to name it Key for Cage Mind? Because too many times I have seen and been places where our per se educated persons or people who are in position, they are still trapped mentally.
I don't think people understand the magic of sea moss. Let's change that. Sea moss gel is like a superfood superhero for your body. Add a spoonful to your morning smoothie for a burst of nutrients that'll have you feeling fantastic all day. It's packed with vitamins and minerals that boost your immune system and keep your skin looking radiant. Now, don't stop there. The Sea Moss Whipped Body Butter is here to pamper your skin from the outside. Just a small amount leaves your skin soft, hydrated, and glowing. It's all natural, so you can feel good about what you're putting on your body. Combine these two, and you've got a powerful duo that transforms your health and gives you that glow you deserve. Feel great, look amazing, and let Sea Moss work its magic. Ready to glow? Start your Sea Moss journey today.
In addition to the album Key for Cage Mind, I realized that persons are way behind in terms of truth and in their mind space. So therefore, I'm putting together a book. I am not ready to disclose most of the information, but this book, the name of it will also be Key for Caged Mind. And it is going to be something somewhat of a different. I want to put in it information about our people, what they have done positively. I want to take away from the negative aspect of what we were taught as our history. But people also need to realize, we as a people need to realize the role that we play in the advancement of civilization. And we can only do that if we begin to free this. So the first line where this book is concerned, it says, the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Almighty. Because though all the rivers flow into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Man and a whole could never have done anything like that. So it must have been the Creator himself. So if we as our people tap back into the union with the Creator, then we will see ourselves way above what we were taught. So that's just the front of it. There's also another part that says, quit complaining about your problems. The sooner you realize that no one is coming to save you, is the quicker you will get up and find the solution. Because it is in us, it is embedded in our DNA to solve problems. Don't expect me to believe in your dreams for you. I don't know your dreams, and if I do, I don't care. If you want it that much, then you need to make that dream personal. So those are some of the stuff that is written in this book. I can just open it from anywhere and look at it. This will be something that my people can gain access to. Just open anywhere and start read. A genuine friend will tell you to your face that you are wrong. But make no mistake, if he is genuine, he will still got your back. Those are some of the stuff. The power of the people is stronger than those who the people put in power. Those are some of the stuff that you will be able to read in this book on a daily basis.
Oh wow. Okay, so pretty much what I'm hearing in that book is more of uplifting fallen humanity,
See,
building the brotherhood and the sisterhood back to be as strong as it's supposed to have been in the beginning. That's what I'm hearing.
exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
and this is how you open up those cage minds. This is why that the album and the book is the key for those
Is the
cage minds.
key for the cage mind.
I love it. I
That is
love it.
right. Even if you listen to a track on that album named How You Do It, it's about our black woman. And if you notice how I arranged their purpose in that song, it's for them to see themselves as queen. That they are, because yes, they are queen. And the black woman should know that she's the earth that brings forth the seed of civilization. She should know that. So
Yes.
so the book, the album, and wherever I go, I will let our brothers and sisters know their purpose in life.
And I love
Because
that.
I also have another piece in the book that says, for you to know what you were created for, you will never realize how strong you are until being strong is your only choice.
Preach.
So all of those information will be in the book. And I wish, by the help of the Almighty, that when this book is out, it will be placed in our schools so that we can get to the uplifting of the minds from a tender age.
Yes.
That is my dream, my aspiration, that's my goal. So all these songs that I'm putting out is not about a joke or a gimmicks. I do not write fiction. I need people to see themselves, to see ourselves. You talk about freedom, it's a myth. It's a myth. It's a made up, it's a word given to us to make
Right.
you believe what is not. Freedom
True.
for us is not real. How can freedom be real if you are not given the chance to make your own decision?
Right.
I'm from
Exactly.
Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica. I am from Jamaica. Yes, you're independent, 1962. Independent in what way?
Right.
No, you tell me, independent in what way? When you have to be fighting to get positive, clean music to the people, you have to be fighting to keep what is yours, reggae music. You have to be fighting to live and not exist. How can you be free if it will take a passport, a visa stamp, or something with a paper with a name to travel to another country? While another person can use a simple driver's license or a birth paper from their country to come to your country. You are free?
Right.
You
No.
are not. No, you are not.
That's just
You,
ridiculous in the concept of it.
boy, it's just like Africa. Yeah, all these African states, yes, are free, but still, there are borders. There are borders
Exactly.
owned by your colonial master. Still, you still pay your tax to them. You still send them your wealth to them. You're divided up into small countries, which way Ethiopia, which is Africa, does not, were not created with border. They weren't created with no borders.
Exactly. You can't go to the actual land and see a borderline where they say that this border is supposedly at.
It's here.
You
It's
gotta
here.
find a sign to tell you that.
There's no fence and no gate, but still you can't pass over.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense. And that brings me to the Bob Marley Beach fiasco with the
Oh boy.
privatization of the beach. They trying to annex it and say that it's not for the public anymore, that it'll only be for the tourists. Like, how make that make sense?
Make that make sense. Okay. Look at this. All right, we call it Jamaica. Yeah, fine. I know that it was not J in the first place, it was X. I
Right.
wouldn't even go there because some people wouldn't even have the idea of what I'm saying.
That exactly.
However, Jamaica is for Jamaicans, right? No. Independence, freedom, it's a myth. The names of the parish still carry the names of your colonial master.
Exactly.
Saint Catherine, Saint Elizabeth, Saint this, that, Tara Jans, this. No, you're not free. Watch this now. We are identified anywhere you go in the world by your name. What is your name? That's the first thing they ask you.
Yep.
Then where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this now. Had it been that my name was that of my ancestor, you wouldn't have to ask me where I'm from. Because
Facts.
everybody would know when I say Kunta Kente, when I say Amakichi, when I say Finini, they would have known that I'm an African.
Exactly.
But when I was taken to the western part of the world, I was given my slave master name.
Mm-hmm.
So how am I free?
Not at all. Not at all. That's a badge of slavery. That's literally a
It
badge
is.
of slavery.
And let's not stray from the point that you raised about Bob Marley Beach.
Mhm.
Okay, it is good and well enough that the beach was named after Bob Marley. Fine,
Right.
it is well deserving. However, if you are free, why is it that you want to take that away from even people who have been there for over 50 years? Why is it that the people of the country would have to go to court to determine to have access to an open beach?
Exactly.
Make that make sense.
Yes. It makes no sense. And unless you're talking money, greed, corporate
Oh,
power, now with
okay,
it starts
okay,
making some kind of sense. And it still
okay.
doesn't make sense in the end.
It cannot make sense, but watch this. Watch this. With all the wealth and the power of money you have in the world, it cannot buy peace of mind and health. So what had happened if the people or the native people of the land would be free mentally and physically to operate and function as a people at their own free will, then they would not need your wealth.
That part. Exactly. Obviously, you're worth something if they're even dealing with you because they're trying to get something out of you.
Out of you.
A lot of people don't understand that concept of value. They feel like since they're not at that prestige standing as all of these great politicians and things of that nature that they can't be
Criminals.
Exactly. That's all they are.
Criminal.
That's all
And
they
I'm
are.
not afraid
Straight.
to say it because the truth is the truth. It might be an offense, but not a sin. It's just the truth. And I call
Exactly.
a spade a spade. Don't expect me to call a fork a spoon because it's not.
It's not at all.
It's not. And that's one of the reasons why I think my album or my songs is being pushed back in Jamaica. It's not being heard, it's not being because you would see other people being interviewed and they talk this and they mention that. What about somebody who wants to uplift? I have gone to places, I've made mention to people that I would love to go to schools and talk to young men before they leave in high schools and stuff. No one even pay me any damn mind.
Ready to feel the vibes? It's time to unwind, uplift your spirit, and dive deep into the soul of reggae. Welcome to the Reggae Hour, only on Boss Radio. From the timeless legends of Bob Marley, Peter Tosh and Burning Spear to today's hottest voices in conscious reggae and dancehall, Reggae Hour brings you a full spectrum of the music that's all about love, resistance and unity. Whether you're a long-time fan or just discovering the roots of this powerful genre, Reggae Hour is where you'll find the deep rhythms, positive energy, and good vibes you crave. It's more than music, it's a movement. Let the rhythm of the island move you, right here on the Reggae Hour. Catch exclusive interviews with reggae artists, learn about the culture and history behind the sound, and jam along to hand-picked tracks that bring the spirit of the island straight to your ears. So, what are you waiting for? Tune in now to the Reggae Hour on Boss Radio, where the beats are infectious, the message is clear, and the vibes, they're always airy. Subscribe on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Amazon, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. Let the rhythm of reggae move you every hour on Reggae Hour. Tune in, turn up, and zone out, because that's just what we do.
That brings me that brings me actually to my next question, because I know that a lot of people actually hear your music, and I know that they hear that message, and I know for a fact that that message is disruptive to the status quo with the people who are pretty much the unseen hand, the people who are running everything, and if they get people to actually stand up, then their game is completely over. Do you think that is playing a very major role in you fighting in your own homeland to get your music on the public radio or on a radio airwave so that your people in your own land can hear them?
It is in such a way that the people are the persons who have the handle to even allow the music to be played. They are so caught up in a stupor or a way of doing things that they believe if it is not done in a box where they should see it, or they can feel it, or they can receive it, then it is not to be played. So what we have done, we have turned off the positive brainwave of our mind. We have switched on a brainwave of wanting. And wanting of what? Of something that you are put in front of your face that you can say, this gives me power. And if you don't produce that, then I don't want to hear your song or hear your message or hear what you have to say, because you are of non-importance. Because you don't have what they think they want or what they think they need. And if you know what I'm saying, I remember, I think it was, what this boxer name again? Muhammad Ali. He says, I will not go overseas to fight your war because I am fighting you in my own country to survive. Why do I need to go and fight somebody over there when my enemy is right here in front of me?
Preach. Exactly. Clear.
So If you are saying you have certain information which attacks the neuron of your certain neuron of your brain, which cause you to think and do negative stuff, and if there is a counteraction to that thing, and you have it in your hand, and all you need to do is put it and spin it, why don't you?
Brainwashing is the only thing. Training. That's the
It's
only
simple
thing
as
I
that.
can think of. It's not education.
You have a thing they call a puppet master. The puppet master is controlling the string behind the scene. And you who have the handle, the puppet master is using you to keep your own brother down. I don't know how many persons have read this book or information where music is concerned, where some years ago, a group of people get together to determine the direction of black people music. So
Yep.
what they have done, they made their connection with the system of prison and death. We are going to highlight and broadcast negative message. When we do that, we're gonna flood the deliverer of negative things with earthly position. Then we're gonna use them to destroy themselves by their mind with the message in their music. Send them to prison, send them to the morgue. That is by design. And that is the reason why worldwide, everything degrading, murder, negative, everything in that form of message is being pushed. Check the prison. Just check the prison system anywhere in the world. You'll see the blacks in a corner, a lot of them hurting each other, going to prison and to the morgue because it's by design.
Preach. You speaking nothing but facts. You know this meeting. People don't understand. They think it's a conspiracy theory, but it's an actually documented meeting back in the early '90s. I believe it was like
Yes,
90, 91, 92 era.
90s,
Uh,
very early 90s. And it's a
yeah,
fact. It's a
yeah.
fact.
Yeah, the executive producers of record labels was meeting with the
Yes,
prison
prison.
officials. Why
All
would they meet with the prison officials? What they got to do with music?
because listen up now, in some country it's $75,000 per year for one inmate. Keep the prison full, keep my bank account rising, and you will get your cut. That is what it is. But how many of
Yeah,
our people knows what they are even doing?
yeah. And some of us know and don't even care. We still fall victim to it. That's the brainwashing. That's the training.
Oh gosh,
These people can lie straight to your face. You can know they lying, and you still fall victim to the lie
still
because
fall victim to the lie. Because you are not free here.
exactly.
The chain is moved. But worse than the chain is that you are chained mentally. And if you are chained mentally, it needs someone who is not afraid to tell you that, hey, listen up, man. You are in a system. You're in a system that sets you on a time clock. You're in a system that says 52 students should be in our class. We start with about 52. By they leave kindergarten and go up, they reach all age or secondary school, and by the time of graduation, you have 40 or 30. They move on to higher institution, you have 25. By the time they are ready to go out in the work world, you have 20. But the work world will only accept 3. Then you are told, go to school, get an education, get a job, bank your money in the same system that sets you from day one. You're always on a time clock. When do you really live? Stop existing. Because that's all we are doing, we're existing. Stop existing and start living. That is also a part of the book as well.
Wow. And see, this is exactly why that book is needed. And I'm so happy you said that you're trying to get that book into the schools, because my motto is that there's all these, why am I wasting time with all these grown folks when there's all these children out here that needs this knowledge? And it goes back to also what you're saying about the women are when we uplift the women, then humanity will be uplifted. You know, you got to focus on the woman, and by focusing on the young girl, you're feeding her eggs this knowledge, this information, so that when she does grow up, she gets married and she starts having babies with her husband. These babies are coming out with this knowledge already. We wondering how these babies are using the tablets and breaking passwords. You ain't never gave them a password where you've been putting in the same password every day for the past 9 months. You was pregnant with this baby. Of course it knows your password. So just like that password, we dropped that book, Keep a Caged Minds, into their laps. Oh my God, every child born after that will have that influence of that book already stamped on it. Man, I love it. I love it.
So it's the direction in which you want to see, or the change you want to see happen. No, 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 no. The change you want to see happen, you have to be that change. So it is also another part of the book. Well, be the change that you want to see. So, I mean, when I sit down and I put pen to paper where my album is concerned, Nineveh, I'm going to Nineveh. I mean, come on.
Love that jam, man. I loved it. I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
I mean, earth destruction. You dig your earth, you blast your rock, and then you find him isle. You spill your isle in the sea and make the fish spoil. Think about it. Babylon, I have seen your plan. You understand? Create Ebola in your lab and one can blame Africa. Unu build AIDS, they look like you no member. Then in the Caribbean, you bring chicken gun here. And I talk about it come from Egypt mosquito. You don't satisfy, so you build corona. And I talk about it escape Wuhan, China. Accept the truth and stop point finger. Those are some of the message in the album. Go and get it. I mean, what else? What else? All right. The album is Keys for Cage Mind. It's on Instagram. It's on Spotify. It's on Amazon. It's on Apple. It's out there. The information is out there. Redeemm, Redeemm, the album Keys for Cage Mind. A single is out there named This Too Much. It means we are tired of what is happening with our leaders and the system. This too much. You understand? The only thing necessary for evil to strive is for good men to sit by and do nothing.
Yes, definitely. And procure your people. That's one of my, that's have been my since our first interview. Procure your people. That song there has always grasped me. I love that song because I know peculiar people.
Peculiar people, man. Every morning when we rise up, down at the river, while I swim. If you do not have no river, find yourself down at the spring. And your ear know of it all. Before you hail up Elohim, if you are bald, check the barber. You are not to hail the king. Hail me Granny Caroline, and enough respect when me bring. I'm just a vessel.
That's it, man. That message is just, it hits home. And it just, The whole album, it hit home. So definitely, everybody listening to this interview, y'all go down into the description right now. We're gonna have the links, but everywhere that you can hear it and you can get it there. So make sure you go. Definitely, I listen to it personally, and I've been jamming it on Spotify on my Alexa. So it's actually in a living room right now. So I'm gonna go let my wife finish hearing it. So definitely hit that link in the description because you're not gonna be disappointed. You're gonna put this in your favorites list, I swear to you. Now, before we let you go, we do got like two more questions I want to get at you. You know, with this political atmosphere. Excuse me, I don't even want to bring politics in it because it's civilians that are being harmed every day. Innocent children, innocent women, innocent bystanders who had nothing to do with any conflict in politics being hurt every day, and these senseless wars that are going on around in the earth. I just had to ask, but what is your take on that? And what do you have any words of encouragement for the world, or how do you what do you have for the world in that?
All right. I think it was in early this year. I did a piece where I think I put it up on the internet, where I was saying that this is not for gain, financial gain, but it's just for people who believe that they want to be a part of politics and voting on election day. Understand? And it's on TikTok. I think it's on Facebook. I think it's on Instagram. To be honest, when I wrote that song, the song was rewritten to a beat. It's an old beat. And I made mention to a politician that I can give them this song for them to play. Man says, no, that's not what they want. Can you believe that? The man said, no. Let me tell you. And I'm
Yeah.
saying, you asked the question, so let me answer the question now. My take on it, and there's a part also in the book. The power of the people is stronger than the people who they put in power. The politicians are not going out there with the literal guns and destruction in their hands. It's their minions. When I say minions, I mean the little people who think they're on the left and they're on the right, and they are right and they are wrong, and they are up and they are down. No, no, no.
That's a good description of them, though.
Yeah, I have to use that adjective. So I want them to go and look it up. Where is minions? It means you are just some little stuff that going around because somebody said something. These leaders in position, they don't realize that those in power work for the people. But they make it seem as if it's the other way around, so the people don't understand their role. And hence, you fight and you hurt each other over a few hours for a day. And it can't make sense. So I think it's time you see that those who you elect, they work for you. And their role is to make whatever decision you have and want to see to come to the forefront. It is not to enrich themselves. It is not to enrich themselves, not to enrich any individual. It's for a collective, it's for a country, a nation, or a set of people who, by the end of the day, should be going in the same direction for total freedom, both physically, spiritually. And until we come to the realization that, listen up, we elect these people for them to make it better for us as a people, there is going to be war because people are not free mentally.
No, they are not. No, they are not. Especially when they continue the same cycle over and over.
Over and over.
They just crazy and enslaved at the same time. It's like, that's not a good combination. And waking people up like that, you got to be careful when you wake up like that as well. Because you don't know how they're going to react. You have some people out there who react violently because you told them the truth.
You better believe that. You better believe that.
Yes.
The truth.
It's a sick man.
The truth is not. Let me tell you. And if you listen to these people, I will always refer to the book that I'm doing. If you can't speak the truth, you're going to be in serious problem. Because the truth is easy to remember. You don't have to ponder to remember the truth. But when it comes to you telling the lie, you have to roll back something. Something is being damaged or misplaced for you to tell a lie, you know. But the truth doesn't take anything to remember it because it is the truth. So your lie hurt someone that's come after you to speak or to educate or to inform. Because that person, to keep up with you, not to hurt you, would have to come back to build on that lie. Jesus, how can you have 50%, 60% in a house, the leader telling lies, the second person behind that person has to come and stand on that lie, build on it. Meanwhile, all you need to do is say the truth and that's it.
Exactly. Extreme fact right now. I mean, you can't get no deeper than that with it because, I mean, that's it. That's it. The truth. Truth for your emotions. It's not here for your validation. It's not here for none of that. And then the only way you can be validated with the truth is if you're standing on the truth side. So you should just be validated with the truth, not truth validating you.
All right.
You don't get enough of that education anymore. It's like people are so stuck to their phones right now. They don't sit down. I like to call it the microwave society. If it's not given to me within 30 seconds, then I don't want it. And it's like, but you know, in order to be able to get a deeper understanding of it so that you can implement this into your life, you're going to have to dedicate more than 30 seconds of your attention to this. I need you to wake up.
You need to wake up. And the thing is that, what will you give? What will you give for the veil to remove from over your eyes? What? You are given a brainwash tool in your hands to keep you from not registering for 30 seconds. So you keep moving fast while the information that you should focus on that will uplift you and rise you mentally is also at your fingertip. All right. We are all black people. Diaspora everywhere in the world. Do you know the power that you wields? You don't. Because you were told that you are nothing. You were told you are inferior. You were told that civilization begins when you come to the Western world. And I can tell you of a fact, the first institution of learning where a university is concerned was built by Mansa Musa.
Yeah.
That's way back. Education in terms of physical teaching was from Ethiopia.
Yep.
We are told that Christianity was brought to Africa by Europeans or by Rome. Hell no.
Just their version of it.
Hell no. Their version of Roman Catholicism or Romanism was brought
Right.
to wipe out Christianity 400 years before Paul entered Rome. Christianity
Exactly.
was the number one religion in Ethiopia. So,
Yep.
how can you, all right, if you are saying, if we, our black brothers and sisters are saying that they bring this book, which is our history book, and give to us, why is it say that he have eyes like fire, his ears like wool, you and I, eyes like fire and feet like brass?
I know plenty of brothers that pick that description. That European yet. I ain't met a Jew yet. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I see a Jew. I don't see that description of Yahshua in the Bible. I don't see that. I see a Caucasian when I see a Jew. So, and then that's not bashing. That is what I personally see, But I digress.
I digress.
What
Okay.
they told us
Okay.
was something different.
Okay. Who said to you, don't hate me because I am black and beautiful? That's Solomon.
Yes.
Okay.
King and the songs of Solomon.
Okay. Okay. Who was his father? David.
Yep.
Okay. Mansa Musa, Christ, Selassie, they are from the same tribe, which is from
Exactly.
Judah. They are from the tribe of Judah.
Yep.
From that part of the world,
Yep.
whether they like it or not, the truth is just the plain truth. They are black. I can't say it no other way.
They look just like me and you.
I can't say it no other way. Okay, fine. Fine. If the word Al-Kabulan means Ethiopia or the mother of mankind or Eden, that's what the word means.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name,
Right.
that's the original name of Africa. If it is said that from Ethiopia you have 4 heads, you have 1 head and it forms into 4 rivers, Idikel and all of them. That river have gold, diamond, bullion, all, and the onyx stone and all of them, which is of great wealth. Do you believe that it is a myth when Africa contains all of that?
Exactly. And name another place in the world that do.
Okay. The moment somebody can name another place, I will digress.
Right. Until then.
No, it is so, I can't believe when our people still can't see. We are told that we are on an earth that is spinning so fast, going around the sun is in the middle, and we are the 3rd planet from the sun, and we are told that, And watch this. You have thousands of planes flying in the air at any one time. Thousands of airport planes lifting up onto land. None of them never overshoot the landing. None of them don't start to go to England and end up Australia.
Right.
But watch this now. My history book told me when Joshua was having his war and the time was passing, God tell Joshua to command the sun to stand still. Why didn't say Joshua tell the earth to stand still?
Right.
How long are we going to sit down and be blind? Why? The earth moving so fast, tell the earth to stand still. He says, no, Joshua command the sun to stand still. I speak without fear because somebody has to say it. We are told that 1969, a set of man go on moon and land on moon. We were told that. It is written in our school books.
Right.
Watch this now. If Armstrong is the first man that lands on moon, boy, I beg to differ. Somebody got here before Armstrong. Why I say that, and that is sarcastically speaking. Why? If you can see the shuttle landing on moon with the door open and somebody comes out, that means the person who would have videoed them must go up there before that. No.
Who took the video? I want to talk to the guy that took that video because we got to give him his props for being the first person on the moon.
All right. Fine. Give that man. Okay. They are saying that the gravitational pull there is of such that everything goes up, which is vertical. Some guy take out a flag. Some guy take out a flag, stick it on the moon, and the flag at horizontal straight cross. Yeah.
I like this.
No, boy.
Like this.
Like that. So tell me.
Beautifully too, huh? Didn't it look beautiful? Ain't that like that's how all the flags should cascade? Right.
Anyway, tell me otherwise. Until then, don't come in my face with no garbage. That's the reason why I need this book to be in school. I know this system is going to fight it. But fight as you may. Fight as you may. The truth is an offense, but not a sin.
Oh, yeah.
This is Redeemm, and I'm here to give you the key to your caged mind.
Beautiful. Messy, and that's exactly why we have you on here, man. We had to catch up with you after hearing that album. I knew it was going to be a story behind it, and we had to hear it here on Reggae Hour, man. So, well, with this album out now, when are we going to see you go on tour?
It's not for me to decide. It's for the people who want to see me in person. Because I have the message and I'm ready. I have done my work and I'm ready. But you see how it goes.
Yeah.
So I need people like you and others to get this album far and wide. Let people hear truth. Let people hear eye-opening message. A song is there also named Come Follow Me.
Yeah.
Come follow me. Redeemm say come follow me. Rise, Jaja's children, stand to your feet. Do you ready to go march with me? Full time we make a trad in our motherland like how Moses party see. Recapture your thought, exercise your mind, free yourself from mental slavery. Recruiting all Jaja soldiers free in them hearts, stand firm to Jaja army. Well, open your minds, remember your past, never you forget about your roots. This road we are trod the Babylon in a me way, and me a beg you to change your road. See we hear raga raga with the word as me sword. Hey, a lot more is there. A lot more.
What's up, man? Go check it out right now. Hit that link in the description. Go ahead and jam. I'm telling you, you can go check out our review. It'll be on our website, spcement.com. You can see the link here in the scroll down here. Definitely love the music. It has become something of, it's going to be part of my music playlist from here on out. Man, is that anybody you want to give a shout out that helped you on the album, or did you work on the solo? How did you accomplish that?
The album is solo. The album is solo. In terms of beats, no, it's solo because I get up like mostly 3 o'clock. I fast, I pray, I get up like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I get out and I write at that time because that's when the information comes to you and you need to get it at that time. The tune, I want them to be authentic. I want them to be original. That's the reason why not one. You will never find two of the song with the same tune. Because we are not limited. We are not limited. And I don't, and I did not want to sound like anyone. So I wrote all of them by myself. Where the producing is concerned, you know that somebody's in the studio doing the beat. You know, you will have like, House record. You will have like Jam Entertainment. They are trying to get the music out. Shout out to Rich. You know, he's on, Cool Jams FM in New York there as well. You have some other people. You have Lugs Radio in the US there as well. You have IRFM in Jamaica. Shout out to Amber, Lollipop. You know, they are the ones that really put in the thing. You have Roots FM, who's trying to do it. You have Muta, who he was the one that launched my album. And you know that if it is not authentic, Muta will not put his name on it. So shout out to him and all the person who is trying to get this music out. Shout out to them a lot. E-Boss, you were with me when this journey started, and I promised you and I told you that if this world would just give me a listening ear, then they would know what is coming. I remember you told me that you want to hear what is coming, and I hope I did not disappoint you.
Not at all. Not at all.
So I'm just asking the producers out there, the people out there, get on board. Redeemm is not here to try and push over anything because we all have our space and our time. All the artists out there doing their stuff, they have their place and their time. I can't tell you what to write. But as for me, I know what I want to do. And before we leave, I'm just going to say this to you, E-Boss. One of my accomplishments since I've started this music is one Saturday evening after Sabbath, I received a phone call. I did not know who the person was. The person said to me that, hey, Redeemm, and I said, hello? He said, Redeemm, you don't know who I am? And I said, I don't pick up the voice. He says, Redeemm, I am standing beside a truck and I'm listening to some songs. I asked the truck man, who is it? And the truck man said, he's my friend. That's what the guy was saying to me. So he asked the truck man if he could talk to me. When the guy spoke to me, the guy says, I am a musician. I wrote music and I have music on YouTube. He says, some of my music are about girls and certain things. And he said, I don't write about killing people, but I wrote some real hard, dark stuff. And he said to me, he said, Redeemm, I cannot move from listening to your album. And he said to me that by listening to your album, I am sorry I did those songs and put on YouTube. If I haven't accomplished anything, at least one person get it. He said to me that he's sorry that he wrote those songs when he listened to my album. Who could it be but the Almighty himself?
Exactly.
He said, go ye therefore into all the world. Teach whatsoever I have commanded you. Because until you are fully equipped and aware of what is happening, the decision that you made comes from your frontal lobe. I don't want anyone to be made in no decision from their hands. And you will receive the mark with your hand. Make it from here, where you are cognizant. I haven't got enough time to segue into so many stuff I want to say, but I hope I have said enough that will open your eyes. Not long from now, the book Keys for Cage Mind, I hope will come out. I still have some writing to do. Most of the information is what I've read and gotten, and I've did a lot on my own. I will give the props to the books, the persons, the story, and stuff behind it. There's a book out now named Great Controversy. The Great Controversy. Anybody listening, just go and get those books. Read.
Definitely.
Pick up your Bible. Read. It is your history book. Read.
Definitely.
Compare history with biblical prophecy. Compare the fall of Jerusalem with Daniel. Compare the time. They are exact. People, open your eyes.
That's exactly what we're doing this weekend on Revolutionary Hour. We're going to be comparing current events to biblical prophecy. So that's definitely something y'all want to tune into. But I also see that you're on TikTok and you spreading your message on there, and I'll be checking them out. Tell the world, how can they find your TikTok?
Well, it's Redeemm, Redeemm, and there's so much. I've put some information on TikTok. I've used lyrical content and verbal content. So just go and tune in. Redeemm, Redeemm, TikTok. Just follow me on TikTok. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I have the album out on YouTube. Key for Cage Mind, Redeemm. The single, This Too Much. Redeemm official. The information is out there. There's a lot more to come. But I don't want to flood you before you get the milk so that I can give you the meat. The information is coming. Follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Just listen.
Yes.
Just listen.
It's devastating.
Redeemm. 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 Key for Caged Mind. Heart alone.
Yes. Check out that description. Click on the links. Follow him. Like, subscribe, share. Wait for that book to drop, because when it do, it's going to be a magnificent event. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, turn up the zone. Now this your Redeemm here on Reggae Hour with BOSS Radio. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy we got to chop it up. The album is magnificent. You got on that, so make sure everybody is going to know that coming from the Boss Radio camp out here, man.
Redeemm say no more, this too much. Redeemm I say no more, this too much. Poverty lying long. The garrison area them want so. Hey Redeemm I say no more, this too much. Hey Redeemm say no more, this too much. Cause poverty lying long. Some of we high school, them want fix up. School boy, you see that gun there, don't pick it up. And that same gun they make your friends skull bust. No push, no YouTube, no window, house no be broke. Low school youth, no making brain develop. Conductor let the little school girl funny bus. Grandma, yo, hey boss, heart alone.
Yes. And without further ado, this is yo, BOSS Radio's Reggae Hour by your boy Redeemm. You heard me? Y'all have a good night out there, you feel me?
Redeemm I say no more, this too much. I want Father God and then the religion of the Vatican system that too corrupt. God people say no more, this too much. The church I say no more, this too much. much. I want mass I got and then the religion enough. Say love me, make me address somewhere I be religious. You build telescope and call it Lucifer. Me want to know where you are using look for. Prophecy a fulfill and you still no cater. Front row seat you a get to the lake of fire. Watch man, what of the night and pastor man where you a preach. The third angel message right now you fear teach. So you collect them money no for who no can speak. I might turn a blind eye but Father God see it. So Redeemm I say no more this too much. Me say again no more this too much. The poor I say no more this too much. The hungry say no more this too much. Jamaica say no more. Africa I say no more. Over England say no more. America say no more. Canada I say no more. Australia say no more. Down a China say no more. All India say no more. New Zealand say no more. Down a Japan I say no more. The whole of Brazil I say no more. The Caribbean say no more.